right, already over 100 of you have had the same thought I had. I've been watching this, right? And maybe you did a little research. I hope you did. Go to Plow and Hearth. This is one of the things in my mind, if you had me close my eyes and say, Plow and Hearth, what is it that you know Plow and Hearth for? Wind spinners, because nobody does it any better than Plow and Hearth. This one is particularly awesome because there's so much going on here. We called it the grand finale fireworks. You know, that's the best part of the fireworks, right? It's a garden spinner. Today, we have 3 months for you to be able to shop for these. You can get it home for $17.39, so you can finally get what you've been looking at, that you've been thinking about, that you've been going, I don't know. Or maybe as a Father's Day gift, right? You know? All right, Miss Nancy is back. As we said, Nancy is really an expert in Plow and Hearth, and she's had many a wind spinner in her backyard, so she knows everything there is to know about these. And if you guys have questions, go ahead and give us a call.
Sure, absolutely.
This is beautiful.
Thank you so much. You know, as you had mentioned, Plow and Hearth has been specializing in these wind spinners for a really long time. Plow and Hearth's been around since 1980, and they've been doing wind spinners for a long time and have really got that science down. So they have their engineering for smooth action, but their designs are really gorgeous. And I love this fireworks spinner because it really does remind me of summer. You know, we've got the parades, 4th of July, the fireworks, ice cream. This just says summer.
And what's the best part of the fireworks?
I know, the grand finale.
In our town, and one of the churches has this huge festival, and they fireworks, we can't see all of them, but we can always see the grand finale over the trees, and it just, I hate when it ends. I just wish it would never end, and that's what this looks like.
That's right. So this gives you the fireworks in your yard. This is an oversized wind spinner because it's over 6 feet tall. It's about 24 inches across, Pat. It's also made of metal, so it's really sturdy. It's got prongs that are going to hold it really firmly in the ground, but I love this design. The design is so airy and beautiful that you can see through it. You can see your beautiful flowers through that, as you can see our background right here. But it also has an impact because of all those discs of color that are made from metal. I thought when I first saw this, it was made out of glass. It just looked so gorgeous. Look at that right there.
That's a good point.
I thought it was made out of glass. It was so pretty. And then it's got a coating on it so that these colors stay true.
Over 200 of you now have already dialed in. And you know, even if you're shopping with us for the first time, and maybe you're lucky enough to have a Plow and Hearth store near you in the past, or you get the catalog, or you've done some shopping online, come here to QVC, because we can give you an opportunity to try it out in your own backyard, no matter where you put it. For 30 days, you can love it. If you don't like it, you can return it, and you only really spent $17 and change to get it home. Here's a great housewarming gift. You know, some of you will say to me, and you know I'm a gardener wannabe, and some of you will say, oh, I don't garden, I don't have time. Well, this is an easy splash of color. Anytime motion is in your backyard, your eye definitely goes to it.
Oh, I agree with you, Pat. The wind spinners are a great way to add some instant impact and drama to your yard. A lot of people are telling us they use this as that identifying feature of their home. So they put it in their front yard, and make sure that you put it in a place that the wind is going to get to it. So possibly not right up against your house, because it might not get the best wind, and it does start moving in as little as 3 miles an hour of wind. So, you know, find a place in your yard, step it into the ground, and then watch how it spins. And if you want to play around a little bit, then move it from the front yard to the backyard and see how it works there. So you'll find that great spot where you'll be able to see it from inside, your neighbors will be able to see it, and it'll capture the wind the best way possible.
400 of you now have already dialed in. See, I know I wasn't the only one who had my eye on these all season long. And then thinking, well, now you can work it into your budget because you have 3 months. Here's the deal. When you buy Plow and Hearth, you're getting something that you'll own for a lifetime. I mean, Nancy, you always talk about how you keep these out year round. So we go into fall, then you'll notice more of the wine and the deeper colors and things like that. We go into winter, and all we have is dead branches and lots of snow. Imagine how wonderful this will be. And I think you'll also, because I've read your reviews, and obviously Nancy has as well, you said it really will move with only about 3 miles per hour. You just need to put it somewhere so it'll catch a breeze. And it has movement not only around, but it moves sort of back to front, am I correct?
It goes around the top of the pole. Plow and Hearth made it so that you've got your pole, but then the spinner head just slides right on the top. And so that's really what allows it to spin around on the top of the pole too. So every time you look at it, Pat, it's going to be doing something different. And the other thing that's really cool, I'm going to stop it just for a second so you can see
Please.
that the color is on the inside here too. So it's not just on the outside, but you can see those colors are on the inside. And you'll notice another tip for assembling it. Make sure when you put it together that these ribs are on the inside.
Oh, that's a good
That's going to
tip.
give it that smooth action that you're seeing right
Because I
there.
put the whole thing together before I realized that. So what
Exactly.
do I have to do when I get it home, Nance?
Really simple. You're just going to assemble your poles. There is
Okay.
a prong on the bottom. Make sure to put that on before you screw on the second part of the pole.
Okay.
I've made that mistake and done that, tried to do it afterwards.
Okay.
But then there's this T-bar here. The 2 pinwheels are going to go on that. It's maybe 10 minutes of assembly. Then I just walk around my yard and figure out where I want to see it from inside. Maybe you want to see it from your kitchen window or from your family room window or your front window, maybe your dining room window. Step it into the ground and make sure that the prongs are like level with the ground. That'll make sure that it's sturdy.
Okay.
And then enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, look how beautiful that looks. It takes it to a whole new level. 3 easy pays, $17.39. And if you want to know what other people have done, over 35,000 before we even started talking about it now. Nell is with us. Nell, you're from Missouri?
Yes.
Hi,
Nice
Nell.
to meet you, Nell.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good.
Good. Are you getting this beautiful wind spinner?
Oh, yes. I've been looking at that for a while, and I just thought today's the day I gotta have it.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Good.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Are you a gardener? Do you have a big outdoors? Do you know where you're going to put
I
it?
have quite a few things in my yard, yeah, and I'm gonna
Nice.
put this right out from my kitchen window so I can see it.
Like
Right.
Nancy.
That's
Yeah.
exactly where I have mine. So when you do the dishes, it gives you something nice to look at.
Yes,
That's what I do.
There's your view you just
That's right.
paid for.
And it's mesmerizing. It's really calming to watch it. Kind of like, when you go to the beach or you see something like the ocean waves going back and forth. The wind spinner has kind of that same effect. Just, you're going to really feel calm and peaceful while you're doing the dishes.
Yes, it is beautiful, yes.
That's
Thank
great.
you.
We're thrilled that you could pick it up today, Nell. Thank you so much. And if you do, QVC.com, you're always welcome to leave us a review and let us know what
Well,
you think.
Thank you, Pat, and I've been watching you ever since 1991.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a big QVC spender.
Well, we thank you very much, Nell, for all those years. Let us know if you ever need us to do anything for you, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Nell.
Enjoy.
Bye-bye.
And isn't it nice? Over 1,000 of you have done exactly what Nell did, and exactly, I told you, I'm my own best customer, seriously. I've had my eye and thought, wouldn't this be great to have? So if you're thinking $17.39, and then your shipping and handling needs to be split into 3, but that's okay. You can split $5 3 ways, and then any tax, if your state makes you pay tax, then that's split into 3. But now you have something that you buy once, and every year, I kind of like to bring my things in for the winter, and then I put them back out, because to me that's like redecorating for spring and
Sure,
summer in my
sure.
yard. But you'll have this year after year after year. Do your parents have absolutely everything in their anniversaries coming up? And every year, my father used to always say this, just get me nothing. And I'd be like, that's really hard to wrap, Dad. But this is something that just looks beautiful.
It really does. It's just something that's unique that will set your home apart because it's unusual. It's different. You've got that beautiful airy quality to it. I love the pops of color that the discs give, but
I
I
like the
also
colors.
love these spokes that have that just airiness to it, that you can see your hydrangeas, you can see your azaleas or rhododendrons
It has
through
height
there.
to it.
And it's got that 6 foot of height. Yep. So it's got a nice presence, like maybe a tree, a small tree. And we had a caller this morning. This was on this morning at 4 a.m. And she was from California. And they're having a terrible drought out there. And maybe there's another place where you live where you have a hard time watering or you can't take care of plants as well. This is a great way to add that height, add that drama that maybe a small tree would add. And even if you have like a patio, you'll notice we have it in a
Right.
pot. So if you live in an apartment
How
or a
did you anchor it in the
townhome,
pot? You could
you
put
just
bricks
put some,
over it, or
I would put some dirt in it, maybe put some bricks or rocks down at the bottom just to give it, something to weigh it down. And then you can go ahead and put this on a smaller patio or a porch,
Wouldn't that be pretty?
or in like
Yeah.
a small section of your garden. So,
absolutely.
even though it's oversized, I don't want someone to be afraid of that because it's not something that's overwhelming at all.
Yeah. No, I think because of the light and the airiness. I mean, there you can see how beautiful it looks in someone's backyard.
And look at the shadow there.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, that's kind of cool too.
Yep.
For $17.39, how many of you like me, have been trying to make up for it with many little pinwheels.
Many little pinwheels.
I bought a bigger pinwheel that was red, white, and blue. The darn thing didn't even move when I got it home. I was like,
This
learned my
will.
lesson.
Yep.
So instead of that, I bet I probably have blown $17 buying these stupid little pinwheels to put around because they fascinate me and wanted something different in my garden. This, you invest $17.
There's on my Facebook page of these in different
Do you now?
seasons, and one of them has snow on it. So that's great for now because it's fireworks, it's summertime, we're thinking of all that. But in the fall, like you said, it's still something with color, it's still something beautiful. And then the winter when nothing else is going on, feel comfortable that it's okay to leave outside because it's been tested to withstand the elements. It's got that coating on it to protect this color. And then when spring is just starting to bloom again, you have something already that has, you know, color, and you don't have to fertilize it or trim it. So,
No plugging it in, no buying
Right.
batteries for it. Let the wind work.
easy beauty.
Janet is from California. Hi, Janet. You're on the air with Pat
Hi.
and Nancy. How are you?
Hi, Janet.
Morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Hello.
Nice to meet you, Janet.
It's early there.
This spinner is absolutely wonderful. I ordered that.
Thank you.
And I ordered the Cotswold Cottage. I've been there.
Oh, that's great.
I ordered the solar lights.
Oh my
The
goodness,
blue
Janet.
lights, spotlights.
Sounds great. Have you ever owned one of the Plow and Hearth spinners before?
No, I haven't. This is the first time.
You are going to love it.
Well, we do have a little breeze here occasionally.
Okay.
Not a lot.
It'll start moving with as little as 3 miles an hour of wind. So I'm sure that you'll be seeing it spin very often.
Gonna go great with all my flowers in the yard.
Good.
Thank you
Oh.
very much, ladies.
Janet, are
you're
you a
welcome.
gardener? Do you like to plant your flowers?
Yes, I do. Right at the moment, I've tripped over my cat, so I'm kind of gimpy, but
Oh no.
we'll get back to gardening. Planting, planting, planting.
Well, Janet, while you were recovering, so take it easy. You can get this home, and if somebody can help you put it together, or you can put it together maybe and get it out there, at least it'll give you something to look at.
Oh, certainly.
Okay?
Instead
you.
of California skies, huh?
Yeah. Well, we're so glad to have you, Janet. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies.
Take good care.
Have a good day.
Feel
Thank you,
better.
Janet. You too.
Bye-bye.
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 1,500 of you now have already dialed in. I feel bad that she said she tripped over a cat.
know.
You know, that's always the way you end up hurting yourself, something, you know, unfortunate. So it's, by the way, on Thursday, it's Hug Your Cat Day.
So she'll have to hug her cat.
So
this
she'll have to hug her cat despite the fact.
Right, right. Well, I know Janet will really enjoy the spinner because it's something that's easy to put together. It's beautiful. It's something you can put out and enjoy. You know, there's no maintenance involved in
Speaking
something
of my cat,
like this.
you know, both my cats would be staring out the door.
That's true. They're very drawn to something like this, and they'll be looking.
That's why I'm fascinated by it too. Finally, you can get it home, and then that way you'll own it really for a lifetime. It is $17.39. Nancy, are we letting you out of here to
This
go
is it
enjoy
for
the day?
today, yes.
All right, enjoy your day.